Ja Rule's Fun Time Spooktacular. Today we are doing what this channel was designed to do, which is basically be your stoner cousin from the Central Coast that every time you go up there, you watch 7-2 and sit there and go, huh, man, remember today, tonight? How shit was that? But we're doing it for a purpose. The best ads of this particular electoral cycle. Now, we all know that it is never going to beat the "we're coming back" union boss, but in his honor, we're still using him as the mark. How many union bosses out of 10 does this round of electoral ads get? Let's find out.
Labor's billions of dollars in higher taxes.
Not very impressive voice. Very impressive sound effect that they must have gotten from GarageBand, I'm guessing, of
will impact everyone.
They're loving the sweep. They love it as much as Homer Simpson loves Star Wipes while editing.
Their retiree tax.
Hey, haven't we learned anything? If you're going to put a boom in one of these attack ads, it has to be thunderous. It has to make the dog run out of the room like fireworks are going off on New Year's.
Their retiree tax will take money from those who've worked hard.
Jesus, I didn't know it was possible to be this misleading in ads. Retiree tax? They might as well be saying Labor's policy of legalising kangaroo rape. They're talking about stopping franking credits, which is costing the budget $6 billion a year, aka just as much as the actual dole costs the budget. The Liberals set up under Howard a secret dole that I like to call St. Alexis. Ooh, bringing out all the classics. I've already made that joke twice on this channel. Will I do it again? Yes. We should just make one of those Alan Jones favourite songs CDs that you get at Clint's Crazy Bargains. And just has my face on the front going like this with all the classics such as this person looks like Salacious B. Crumb. Centrelink, more like St. Alexis. Am I right, guys? Who's with me? The Liberal government. I know this is an unpopular opinion amongst millennials, but the project sucks. Have I told you what I thought about Labor yet? Anyway, we've had our fun. Back to how awesome Labor is. They are stopping a tax loophole. Remember how the Liberals are always going, we can't afford Gonski 2.0. But you can continue to give out $6 billion a year, mostly to retired bankers who have $2.4 million in shares. And then it keeps going down from there. So when they're always zooming in on this old woman here that's just like, am I a person or a testicle? I don't know anymore. She's getting like $10 of it. The vast majority of this money is taxpayer money going to rich bankers and investors who don't pay any tax. And they're sitting there going, oh my God, it's going to hurt those hardworking retirees that you just know the only store they approve of is Michelle's Patisserie. When they're talking about this retiree tax, the retirees they're referring to is basically Malcolm Turnbull's neighbours who go, I believe for lunch I will have 70 Siamese fighting fish deep fried in beluga whale oil. This could have been one video in itself. I'm 9 seconds into a Liberal Party ad.
Their family business and housing taxes would take money away from small business.
Look at all the sources they're using as well. Notice that the Labor Party actually refers to budgetary facts and figures in all of their ads. These guys are always going, according to the newspapers that back us no matter what, the advertiser, this headline. Any facts to back it up? Well, it says tax in it.
And who will be left to pick up the bill from Labor's spending spree? That's right. A generation of young Australians.
How is not receiving a tax loophole a tax? I don't expect this family to know because it seems like this entire ad was filmed in some parallel universe that is the exact opposite of the real world, aka clearly from the backdrop of it, NORTHBRIDGE. Having said that, really effective ad because the Liberals seem to have honed the one thing that suburban Australia hates even more than Gloria Jean's being closed for a couple of hours due to maintenance, which is the word tax. As usual, the Liberals killing it in televised ads and glossy pamphlets, 9.5 black and white union bosses out of 10. Now let's look at Labor's ads.
Scott Morrison didn't vote against Bill Shorten's banking.
Oh no. They got the guy that used to announce Burjo's catchphrase again.
You're going to find out on Australia's catchiest game show, Burjo's catchphrase.
What happened to the guy that was smoking 2 packs of holiday cigarettes in the 90s that was always going, under the Liberals, heaven help you, because the Australian government won't. Is he dead? He's probably dead, isn't he? Labor really needs to tell the Burjo's catchphrase guy, don't call us, we'll call you. It's not like he's going to starve. That's what they're scared of, because they're just going, oh no, we're putting a worker out of work. But come on, there's millions of Masterton home ads. He's fine.
Jim wouldn't have it any other way.
I am really liking that worried photo of Peter Dutton that's always popping up, lurking behind Scott Morrison's shoulder as if he's the puppet master, this aged Jigglypuff. And of course the real puppet master, Tony Abbott, who finds it very hard to string two words together without putting this in between it. I don't think that that's a good idea. What is he? One of those bobbleheads in a car with a window down?
Scott Morrison didn't vote against Bill Shorten's Banking Royal Commission once.
It is nothing more than a populist whinge from Bill Shorten.
He didn't vote against it twice.
What a Royal Commission does is pump Bill Shorten's tyres up.
Scott Morrison voted against Bill Shorten's Banking Royal Commission 26 times.
Speaks for itself. And again, what I was talking about before, specific facts, actual quotes, whereas the Liberal Party are inventing things. They're saying that the Labor Party's inventing all of these new taxes. Not true. These are hidden paths in our tax system that if you hire one of those ugly eastern suburbs accountants that pretty much looks like that guy that was too gross to be part of the 300 because despite the fact that he had a six-pack, it looked all crotchety and veiny, you can just hire one of them to be like, I know a secret way through.
And tried to give $17 billion to the banks while cutting schools and hospitals. The Liberals and Scott Morrison, only for the top end of town. Authorised by N. Carroll, ALP Canberra.
So I'm going to have to give this ad 4.5 black and white union bosses out of 10 because it doesn't awake that reptilian part of your brain that is essentially just your mum watching Millionaire Hot Seat consistently, then these ads pop up. Because with this one it goes, that's very true, and then you look at the other one and go, oh God, that could be my mum! Oh yes, because we're all privy to the fact that we are in a new age of media where you can no longer mass market and you have to come up with more specific ways to hit ever more niched demographics. And this is the Liberals' answer to that. This brilliant 6-second ad that appears to be filmed off of a camera phone.
Authorised A. Hurst, Liberal Party, Canberra.
It's only just enough time for your brain to register that there's investigation music in the background. But let's go back and really analyse this. Look at how many words they've blacked out. Is this the Mueller report? Look at this shit. How lazy can you get? Is there anyone in Australia apart from Scott Morrison that thinks they could win? Apparently looking at this, no. It looks like their own campaigners are just like, well, we tried. You know how like in The Room it's so bad that it goes full circle and becomes awesome? This is exactly the same. 10 scary black and white union bosses out of 10. Well, I'm liking this one more because it seems like someone at Campaign HQ has realised that if you get rid of a guy that makes it seem like people are watching a 5:30 game show, it's a lot scarier, the facts. Jesus, what is this, Silent Hill? I'm scared. You wasn't long enough, and also, let me just narrate the last part of that in the voice. How much better is it if you have this? Liberal budget losers. Same cuts to schools. Same cuts to hospitals. Same cuts to universities. Fewer apprentices. Fuck, no action on climate change. Lower wages. Who's Scott Morrison's budget loser? You. Come on, grant me that. That would have been an 11 out of 10 cheap attack ad. But as it stands, only 8 black and white union bosses out of 10. Moving on. Oh yes, who directed this one? David Guetta. I'm sorry, I can't be seen like this. It's time to celebrate. It's a headphone festival.
Authorised A. Hurst, Liberal Party, Canberra.
The Liberals really hate fun, don't they? Even when they're paying for it, just 19 seconds of it and all right, that's enough of that. What a drop. David Guetta would slaughter his entire family to come up with a beat that fat. We fast-track tax cuts. It'll benefit around 970,000 businesses. No, they will not. The vast majority of those taxes will go to the big four in banking and mining companies. Yeah, it'll benefit 970,000 businesses in the same way that Howard's final tax cuts of people going, is there more money in my bank account? I think there is. Well, there you go, John. I'm just trusting you now. What's with with this crap factoid as well? Those businesses employ over 5 million people. It's pretty much the same as saying, did you know that the big banana is in celebration of the fact that bananas are in Coffs Harbour? Fact. 0 union bosses out of 10. How would John Howard's campaign manager feel about you? You should hang your head in shame. Look, it's on the Liberal Party's own YouTube page, and it's almost got more dislikes than likes. And we're going to change that. Just dislike it just to piss them off. Everyone go there and troll them. It'll be totally epic. Nowhere near as cool as anything 4chan ever does, but it's got this voice, which I assume everybody in 4chan has. There we go. Almost at even. Who's going to be the 7th? But do the opposite to this video. Like this video, don't like that video, click the notification button. See you on Monday.
Please share and comment below. Comment.